Hello everyone and welcome back to Fallout Wasteland Warfare, and today we are carrying on with our settlement. No random Halloween specials against horrifying creatures. We are just doing what was voted for, which is Vault Dwellers Desperation, but we'll cover that more in detail once we handle the pre-battle settlement stuff, because we have 200 caps to spend. So let's do that. We'll take a look at our team of survivors and then go over the quest specifics. So here's our settlement sheet. We have 200 caps, as previously said. We also have a pipe wrench as a hangover from the last quest, so that's being stored currently. We're not going to be able to do an explore card this time because I've spent the full 200 caps. And I've decided on, if we flip the page here, one more maintenance shed, so that means we can retain 2 items after battle, to give us more opportunities for choice, and 2 lockers. So we still only have the 1 store, which means we can only bring 1 thing into battle that isn't standard equipment. In this case, it'll be the pipe wrench, which will be given to the free tech, but we can talk over that in a second. The lockers allow us to retain items before going out on battle. Every 1 locker you can retain something, and then instead of selling them. And when you come back to the settlement thing again, you pull them out of the lockers, and then decide whether or not you take them, sell them, or keep them again. That's the gist of what this text here says. You can have a total of 5, so we've got 2. 2 of them is 140 caps, plus 60 for the other maintenance is exactly 200 caps on the dot. So that's it. That means we are retaining the pipe wrench, and with that, let's look at the team. So they're still on the road home towards New Hope from rescuing the free tech that's with them, but our survivors, of course, being led by the sole survivor loner with Dogmeat Scout. He's got a hunting rifle, 10mm pistol, machete. The dog has a dog bite. Colour me surprised. Pennyworth, our Mr. Handy, has a Mr. Handy buzzsaw and flamer. Our settler at the back there, who's becoming a sniper in her own right, she's been doing really well with her bolt action pipe rifle. Then we have the scavenger, who's got a bolt action pipe pistol and a pipe wrench. And then the free tech, who has a combat shotgun and also a pipe wrench because we retained it and brought it into battle with us. Quest 4, Vault Dwellers Desperation. The win condition will get 200 caps for the survivors and a loss will equal 120. Quest overview. People get desperate out in the wastes, but as it turns out, so can Vault Dwellers. Things have apparently gotten so bad for a local vault that a group of their security forces has resorted to ambushing people on the road for their supplies. While travelling back to New Hope, you and your companions run into this group. Maybe you can talk some sense into their leader? So that is the quest overview. Our group of survivors have come across this desperate group from a vault that have been raiding people on the supply lines that they need for New Hope to be a successful settlement in the future, and have decided to confront them. So this is the little staging area that the vault security personnel have been using. These items may be stuff they've stolen, it may be traps, who knows. The forces that we're going up against are 2 security officers, Vault Tech security officers, with combat shotguns and batons. Then there is 2, well, they're Vault security officers, and then 2 Vault Dwellers, 10mm pistols on each of them as well, and they have set up a turret which starts with 3 kind of Overwatch shots per round. The win condition is twofold. Wipe them out is one option, although that might have repercussions in the future. Or, if the sole survivor can get within influence range and pass a charisma test against this lady, he will talk some sense into them, they will stand down and rethink their ways. The lose condition is, at the end of battle round 4, the vault opens up, and any of the security personnel that are up here, they escape into the vault, lock it behind them, and they may or may not come back out and carry on their nefarious ways. So that is it. The Infire's rolling for the AI if they get an objective focused move. These 2 just want to defend the other 2 and might charge forwards. These 2 though want to get up here and hold the point until the door opens to get out. She's already activated the console. It takes 4 turns for the door to open. So they're just holding the line because they're fleeing. They've never had anyone stand up to them. So we'll get our survivors deployed and then be back at the start of the game. So we are set up and good to go, however, just covering a couple of points that were mentioned to me in the comments based on the most recent digital errata for the game that I wasn't aware of because I've been using the actual physical cards. The survivor bonus to start with super armor is only if you have survivor on your card and only if you are a unique unit. So as far as I can tell, the only unique units are the Soul Survivor Loner and Dogmeat, so they have the super armor. The others do not, and they're starting over here so that they're out of the influence range of the Soul Survivor, so that his loner perk kicks in to give him a bunch of buffs. The other things, cover isn't just 2 harder to hit on a skill check, it also gives you 1 extra armor, and oh, what was the other thing? Oh, if you're in base to base with the searchable, of which there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the map, it's a free action to flip it over. So I was doing that wrong. Going ahead, we will endeavour to remember to do it correctly. So we're all set up. They're yellow in just because orange would make it like a very boring first turn. And it is the Vault Dwellers, we'll just refer to them as, going first because we're not going to count the turret as a person. The turret's threat range is double green, which is quite long, so it'll be taking some pot shots, but it's not got a fantastic chance to hit. But either way, we are ready to jump into Battle Round 1, Vault Dwellers Desperation. Let's see how this plays out. So unfortunately for the Vault Dwellers, random chance activated the least useful member, the Vault Dweller who was at the vault door. So I guess we can say she used most of her turn to activate that console there and trigger the countdown to let them escape into the vault. She moved to the edge of the walkway there and just overwatched, prepared with her 10mm pistol. 10mm pistol I think is range blue though, so it's not like it's going to be super threatening, but she just wants to stay safe up there so they can escape. The Soul Survivor Loner activated first for the survivors. He's moved up yellow, and now he's going to fire his hunting rifle at the closest Vault Security Officer, which is that one right there. Skill die plus 2 greens. He's getting the yellow thrown in because the Lone Wanderer perk has kicked in, because he doesn't have a human ally within range blank of him, just the dog, which doesn't count. So this is going to be a 5 or less. 8 coming down by, oh my goodness, it came down by 6. Well, okay, that's a 2 then, so it did indeed hit for base damage of 2. The Vault Security Officers have 2 physical armor though, so we need to stretch over for the armor dice there. Oh, he blocked all of it. Alright, no damage. The other Vault Dweller activated next for the Vault Dwellers, and he got objective, and his only objective right now is to get back into the safety of his vault before the consequences of his actions catches up with him. So he double moved and made it about 2/3 up the staircase there towards the door. So our eagle-eyed settler activated next. First action, moved up yellow to the wall there. Second action, she's going to take a pot shot, long range with her bolt action pipe rifle at the security officer who's in the open, since the other one would get cover bonus. She needs a 6 or less, just a single black die thrown in for her trouble. And that's an 8 with nothing on the black die, unfortunate, no damage. So our first Vault Security Officer activated, he moved forward yellow, and from there he's firing his shotgun into the Soul Survivor Loner. At that range though, no bonus. The shotgun, it's the same one as the free tech is using. Deadly within range red, but outside of that, it's purely the skill die, and they need a 4. And he got it with a crit result, so that's just a 1. It's 2 damage base for the combat shotgun. Soul Survivor Loner has 4 plus 1 armor currently, thanks to his Lone Wanderer perk kicking in. So he blocked 2 of it, plus the bonus. Blocked the damage fully, but because he was shot at, the super armor is used up one way or the other. The free tech was up next, and he is faster than most survivors because he moves range red rather than yellow. So I want him to be like my looter, because I want to get some loot for once, to have a little bit of choice between missions. So he double red moved, and he is going to flip that as a free action because he's in base to base with it. However, he did just enter the double green threat radius of the turret, which I've laid out there just to show you. So that means one of the reactions is going to be used up. This is an MK 1 turret, which, if I just come around here again quickly, apologies, it's skill 4, so presumably that means you have to get a 2 or less, assuming the quick action modifier applies. Not actually sure, and I don't remember. If that is wrong, by all means correct me, but let's see if it matters. It doesn't matter, either way, the turret missed, and that's one of its reactions used up. Let's flip this and see if a skill check is going to be required. No. A danger card and an item. I shall go get those ready. Alright, I've grabbed a random assortment of the many item cards available for the game. I shuffled them, but I'm just going to spread them out just to prove that I'm picking something randomly. He has found whatever this is. Incendiary Assault Rifle. That sounds really good. Good grief, that rolls a lot of dice. 2 damage base. On star result on the blue dice, it would set on fire. That is amazingly good. Okay, good. Well, that's what he's found, but danger card. We'll just split the deck here and say he's done this one. Rogue iBots. Some iBots programming corrupts in the harsh environment, leaving them to roam the wasteland, sometimes benign, sometimes not. Test perception to avoid it. Okay, I need to check the perception of a free tech. Apologies, need to come around here and see his card. Perception of a free tech is a 3. I would not expect this to be a success. But never mind, it is. That's a 1. Quick action with a 1. If it's a success, no effect. If he'd failed, he would have taken 1 damage plus whatever a black die would roll. Alright, so he is now going to use, for the rest of this battle, an incendiary assault rifle. Wow, I wonder what set that's from. Does it say? It must be a new card because it's 2020. That is really good. So, final activation for the Vault Dwellers. The other security officer moved behind the rock there just because that gives him line of sight on the recently massively well armed free tech over there, but he's outside of range red, so it purely is the skill roll again. So we'll come around here to the box and roll for a 4 or less, and that is a fail with a quick action. What can they quick action? It probably won't matter, but he can do a prepare, so he will. Pennyworth activated, and just double red moved over here to bait out another shot from the turret for this turn. He can't be seen by that security officer well enough that actually I don't think he can see him at all. But either way, it's beyond range green, so it is just a single skill die, and again 2 or less, and that would be a 7. So again, also if I'm not supposed to be taking away the debuff for it being a quick action, doesn't matter, would have failed either way. Dogmeat moved up and then initiated a charge. He doesn't get to attack this turn, but he's into base to base with that security officer there. He's going to take a black die as his bonus, but that does also trigger the final overwatch of the turn for the turret over there outside of green again. So it's just the skill roll, and this time it would matter if you aren't supposed to take away the... oh wait, no, sorry, no it doesn't, because he's 4 default, so it's missed every single time. So that does not matter, and now I still have the scavenger to go to end off battle round 1, I think. Simple enough activation for the scavenger, just moving forward yellow twice, putting him there in the corner, maybe to go loot that next turn, because if we can't stop the Vault Dwellers, we can at least steal the stuff they've stolen, which I think makes us morally better, but not by much. So we are at the end of battle round 1, so let's see what event card is going to take place in battle round 2. I'm just going to cut the deck and pull a card at random. It is Contested Ground. For a year, this checkpoint has been fought over by the NCR and Caesar's Legion. Its hidden dangers are many. Draw a danger card, and the most recently activated model by the player without advantage is affected. So unfortunately, I didn't have advantage, so it affects the scavenger. So once again, I'll just at random cut the danger deck here. And Incapacitator. The keypad on a locked box by you lights up, emitting sparks as it malfunctions. The label reads Microfusion Cell Max Charge. Either leave it alone, which you test luck, or disable it to test your computing skill. Let's see what skills the scavenger has in both those, because I don't know offhand. Their luck and computer skill are on the same thing, and it's 2. So, it doesn't matter which one I pick, he just has to roll a 2 or a 1. Good luck. He rolled an 8. It explodes. It explodes for 1 damage in radius yellow, doesn't catch anyone else, plus a black die. So let's see what the black die does on top of that first of all. 2 extra damage. So 3 energy damage coming in against his 1 energy armor. Does he block any of it? He does not. He is taking 3 damage from that, and that leaves him on 2 HP. Wonderful. Let's go into battle round 2. So battle round 2 got started, and the turret is back to having 3 overwatches. That's just what I'll refer to them as, because that's what happens at the start of a round. So it was one of the Vault Dwellers, the one who was on the stairs, that got randomly selected to activate, because they still have priority because they have 1 less miniature, not counting the turret. So he moved up to the door, defensive position behind the barricade there. He took a prepare to have an overwatch essentially, just in case anyone tries to get too close. Well, Dogmeat is going to go first for me, and he is going to try and bite that security officer. So the standard dog bite special, which is the blue, yellow, green, black thrown in for the charge bonus. The turret will get to fire at him after his first attack, but he's not going to die in 1 hit from it, so we'll just cover both his attacks first, and then the turret will actually get to overwatch him twice, if it so desires. So anyway, it is a 6 or less. That is an instant fail. Goodbye black die, he's going to do it again. Not a great start for Dogmeat. Okay, that's a hit. 3 armor break. Star is a quick action. Okay, he can quick action. But still, he negates the entirety of the armor, so that's just 2 damage through. The security officers have 5 health, so he's got 3 left. The turret will take 2 shots at Dogmeat, both of them out of range to have any extra dice thrown in. The first shot is a miss with an 8. The second shot is a hit, and it does 2 physical damage. 2 physical damage. Dogmeat still has his super armor as well, but he's got 2 base armor, which he blocked. So the super armor's gone, but he negated all the damage from the turret. For his quick action, he will prepare. Good RNG for the Vault Dwellers. The security officer engaged with Dogmeat was the next to randomly activate. He's obviously going to defend himself and attack poor old Dogmeat. The baton is 2 greens thrown in against just the basic skill die. Now after his first attack, Dogmeat can use his prepare to attack back, but we'll just cover both his attacks first because he can't kill Dogmeat even if he gets success. Actually no, the green die does have extra damage on it, so I suppose it's feasible. Let's see how much the first one does. He needs 4 or less. 4 becomes 2, first one gets through. Dogmeat has 2 physical armor. He blocked it all because it does 2 damage. Alright, so this is the point at which Dogmeat would attack, but we'll just cover the security officer's other attack first. That is also through easily with a 1, also broke armor, so Dogmeat has 1 armor. He used the armor effectively and took 1 damage. So for Dogmeat, it's just a basic Dogmeat special, which is all this. Normally a 6, but because it's quick action, a 4. And he got a 4 on the dot. Does the... Oh, he also broke his arm. That's -2 to all skill checks for the rest of the game. And 1 armor broken, so he has 1 armor remaining. He did not block it, so Dogmeat took 1 damage after all that furore, and he took 2 of his 5. Wait, he already took 3 in the first round though, didn't he? So he's dead. I forgot to put the 3 damage on him. That's the one part I forgot, so in fact, the Dogmeat bite back at him has taken him out. Oh, sorry, my bad. He is not dead. He is on 1 health remaining. The original dog bite only did 2 damage. I thought I had extra thrown in, but I went back to check the footage. So he is alive on 1. Dogmeat's taken 1. And with that, we're ready to carry on. So after hopefully correcting that little hiccup, Pennyworth is going to activate next for my survivors. He charged in for his first action, so the second action is to engage. Skill die plus just a yellow for his buzzsaw. However, black die for charge bonus, green for outnumbering the Vault-Tec security guy. The turret will get to fire at him because he moved into range with that move action, but we'll cover that in a second. This is needing a 6 or less. A 7, nothing. It doesn't come down at all. Alright, and it's just a skill die for the turret taking its last Overwatch shot this turn, and that's a 6, which is a no either way. The other Vault Dweller activated and is simply just doing a prepare up there where she can be defensible while waiting for that door to open. The turret isn't going to protect them this turn, but they've still got a heavy fire base there if someone moves into range of those 2 10mm pistols. So although it puts him in danger, how can we not try out that new gun on the free tech? So he moved such that he is within range red for shooting at the other Vault security officer. So at that range, the incendiary assault rifle he is now choosing to use is a black, a green and a blue, and it's still on his same skill though of 3, which isn't great, but hopefully the green die will help. And that is actually a success with a quick action with 1 extra damage. Does the bottle cap do anything on that? No, it has to be a star. So it's 3 damage coming through against the armor of 2. He didn't block any of it, so he did just take 3 damage, and with his quick action he'll do a prepare. So already at the last activation for the Vault Dwellers for Battle Round 2, it is the other security officer, and the free tech is within tasty range red, so he's going to shoot his shotgun. He got defend as his AI, which just means he wants to defend the Vault Dwellers, and this is how he's going to do it. At that range, skill die plus 2 black die, so it's pretty nasty. Needing 4s. First shot is a success with an armor break. The free tech, does he get 1 extra armor? He does, so he's at 1 now. When he's a free tech he gets 2 armor base. Unfortunately he didn't block it, so that is 2 damage. He has 1 health left. The other shot is thankfully a crit fail because that probably would have killed him. Actually, let's test. Would it have killed him? It would have killed him. Alright, so he's got 1 health left. Good for him. The Sole Survivor Loner is up next. However, just a correction, the free tech has 2 health left because when he's a free tech he has +1 endurance. So he has 4 HP. Anyway, the Sole Survivor moved up twice, and he is going to flip as a free action this because the icon is actually the crate itself and he's touching the crate. So we are going to flip this, and it is just an item, and I still have the items up on the building here, just kind of spread out. So sure, we'll go for let's go for this Mirelurk Meat. You can discard it to heal 3, but then you get 1 radiation, Or if you cook it, well, we don't have any means by which to cook, but that would take away the radiation and give you a quick action for 3 turns. Is that what that means? Either way, he's got that on his person for this match. So I've still got 2 activations left. The Scavenger moved up, and assuming he survives this, flipping this as a free action, he will move forward. As long as he doesn't go past the fridge, he is not within range for the overwatches to trigger from there. I pre-measured. So this is nothing. Fair enough. Well, that means he will survive. He'll move up, not going the full distance, because he can't go past the fridge, otherwise they'll both shoot at him. And he takes his 3 damage with him. And last activation for the turn, the Settler just moved up to get into a better position to help out against the Vault Dwellers waiting for the door to open. And that does take us to the end of Battle Round 2. So a lot more damage done there. Let's just cut the cards and pick one at random. Lurking Fog Crawler. The howl of a fog crawler passing through the region echoes somewhere nearby. All the models within red of a battlefield edge. Oh, technically the Vault Dwellers are. Test luck. If successful, randomly select another until one fails, or all models have passed. When a model fails, it is moved directly to the edge and resolves 2 physical damage. Well, they're technically protected by the vault wall, I would say. Like, it doesn't make any sense that a fog crawler would kind of like dive out at them from there. So, I'm not going to apply this. If they were just against the edge, then absolutely yes. But because they have the gate there, going to say no, and no one else is within of red of a board edge. Oh, actually no, hang on. No, he's fine. No, we'll just discard it. On to Battle Round 3. So unfortunately for the free tech, Battle Round 3 is starting with that Vault Security Officer, who is going to shoot him in the face. He has 2 health left. It is close range with the combat shotgun, and it is 4s. First shot is a 6. He missed. There's a chance. Second shot, unfortunately, got through. He needs to block at least one of this. He has 2 armor as a free tech. He blocked one of it. He takes 1. He is alive thanks to being a free tech on 1 HP. That was close. I'm going to go with Pennyworth first, because him attacking is going to trigger Overwatch from the turret. And I want to use the Overwatch from the turret up against someone who can hopefully take the hits. So he's getting a green die thrown in for outnumbering thanks to Dogmeat being there. And just needs 6s. His first attack is crit, so it gets through. It breaks 1 armor, leaving the security chief, or security officer rather, on 1. And he doesn't block any of it. He had 1 health left, so he is gonzo. He is done. That does mean the turret will fire at him. It's just the skill die. Does it hit him? It got an instant fail, so it did not. So Pennyworth rather has another action. He'll just very quickly move towards danger red, which will trigger a second shot at him, and this time it is definitely within range to get the bonus dice thrown in, which is a yellow. So a yellow from the turret here. A 7 is still a miss, so thankfully it missed, and it has 1 Overwatch shot left. So it's just down to the 2 Vault Dwellers to activate this turn. The one right at the door there is activating. He's going to fire his 10mm pistol twice into poor Pennyworth there, and that is skill die green plus black dice, because it's only range blue, and he needs 3s. First shot, nope, that comes down to a 5. Second shot, needing 3s, black die gets stuck on my hand. 7 comes down to 6, that is a double nope. Good, it's not only my team that can't shoot. So I think I'm going to go with the Settler next, firing where she is at the Vault Dweller who hasn't activated. The turret will fire back at her after the first shot, but we can handle that afterwards because it's not going to kill her in 1 shot. So at that range it is just a black die. She normally needs a 6, but that railing is thick enough that we're going to say it provides cover. So this is a 4, and unfortunately that's a 9. And the second shot is a success with extra damage. So she counts as having extra armor apparently for being in cover, so that puts her at 2 physical armor. And she blocks none of it, so she actually just took 3 armor, and the Vault Dwellers have 4 health. So she's down to 1, and then the turret, oh, is she within range green? Single green? Absolutely not. No. So it's still just a skill die for the turret. Final Overwatch shot for this round. It does actually hit her. Does she block it? She does not, so she takes 2 damage. So last activation for the Vault Dwellers in Battle Round 3 is the recently shot Vault Dweller who has 1 HP left. She is not in range to return fire to the Settler, so she will be firing her 10mm pistol at poor Pennyworth as well, same as the other one did. Same stats as well, 3s. That is an 8, which comes down to a 7, not good enough. And then another one, a 6, it comes down to a 5, not good enough. So I've still got 3 more activations to go and nothing to fear from the turret for this turn. Sorry, I forgot that one of the security officers died, so I actually have more than that still to activate. The sole survivor though moved up and then moved again, hopefully hoping for that one attempt at a charisma check on the next turn, because remember the vault opens at the end of the next turn. But he's ending where he is so that he's in base to base with an item, because he did have some more room to go, as you can see here. So we're going to flip this, see what he got. It is just straight up an item. We'll come over here to the pile and say that he found whatever this is. Hunter's Hunting Rifle. Plus a black die when hitting beasts, I think that's the symbol for. How does that compare to a normal hunting rifle? Exactly the same, just with that bonus thrown in. That would be really good on our settler. Can we take 2 things after a battle? I think we can, right, because of the thing I bought? Because I want both these things we've found. They're really good. Wow. Our free tech is going to try and finish off the other security officer. Close range with his incendiary hunting rifle, but he still just needs 3s. 8, not good enough, comes down to a 7. 3s, that's a 4, comes down to a 2 with an armor break. Does it do anything special? Nope, again needs the star to set it on fire. But that does break armor, so he's down to just 1 armor. Well, actually, which doesn't matter if he blocks it, because he had 1 health left. So, oh wait, no, he has 3 damage, they have 5 health. He lives, because he blocked 1 damage, 2 was coming in, so he is still alive on 1 HP. So the scavenger came around the corner there. He is going to flip the item as a free action, but first his other actual action is going to shoot into the security officer, try and finish him with the bolt action pipe pistol. Black plus yellow at point blank, needing a 3. And that's an 8 that comes down to a 7. So sadly not, but as a free action we're going to flip this and see what it is. It's just a straight up danger card. Well, we can immediately resolve that actually if we just come over here, because they're still sitting here. Just split, pick. Imaginary Nightkin, a shimmering shape, you'd swear to the Nightkin with the stealth boy facing away from you. Is it really there? Stay calm and gain stun, or continue. After next action, roll blue, then roll blue again, and if the result shows any icons, any of the icons in the first roll, it is a Nightkin who breaks your arm. He doesn't have any other action. I'll leave this in play. After his next action, which will be in the next round, assuming he isn't dead because he's not rocking much HP, we'll carry on with that card and see if anything happens. So simple action for Dogmeat to end the turn. He moved up and then he charged into the security officer who refused to die. Considered charging the turret, but no, that security officer has got to go down. So that is the end of battle round 3. And let's see what event card takes place here. Lightning Storm. At the end of every round, whilst this is in play, 2 random models are hit by lightning. For each, you roll that. So that stays in play as well then. It doesn't take effect until the end of battle round 4. So we're at the start of battle round 4, and at the end of the round, that vault is opening and we lose, assuming that there's still some survivors, or that the sole survivor passes a charisma check, which is not very likely, because he spent so much time on the road alone with just his doggo. He is not very personable. Anyway, it is this Vault Dweller that's activating, and he wants to survive, so he's going to shoot at the scavenger, because the scavenger is close to death and in range. So this is his 10mm pistol first shot, needing 3s, and that is a hit. Base damage with the 10mm pistol is 2. Scavenger has 2 armor. He didn't block any of it, he took 2, he is down, because he has 3 damage. Unfortunate. He is down for the fight. They don't die, they're just unconscious for the fight. And that means he has another shot. Robin gets another shot. He will shoot at the Sole Survivor Loner. That is also a hit against Sole Survivor Loner's armor. It's no longer buffed, so it's 3. He blocks 1 and takes 1 damage, so we'll put that on him there. Forgot to put the reactions on the turret, but they are there now. I'm going with Dogmeat because I want him to finish off that security guard. He's taking a green as his charge bonus just to try and guarantee a hit, because he only needs to do 1 damage. So we're looking for a 6. That is a 9. I guess we'll call that a 1. 8, 7. Not enough. Second bite, he'll get shot at by the turret, but the turret can't kill him in 1 hit, so we can still do the other one. The other one gets through for 1 bonus damage. 2 armor. He doesn't block any of it. he is down. So that security guard is gone. However, the turret will get to shoot at Dogmeat. He is in close range, so that means he'll get his yellow die thrown in. 2s. And that is not. That is a 9. Good. Oh, sorry, of course, he would actually get 2 shots because Dogmeat completed 2 actions in his threat radius. And that one did hit with an armor break, so Dogmeat is reduced to 1 armor. He doesn't block any of it and takes 2 damage. The settler's going to try and talk some sense into this vault dweller in her own personal way, which is by shooting her, counting the cover of the banister. So this is 4s for the first shot, and that is a success with 2 extra damage. So I think even if this is a full block, yeah, they only have 1 armor. Oh no, they have 2 armor because of cover, but it doesn't matter. So she is splatted. Now she's the one I said that the sole survivor had to get close to talk some sense into, but I guess the sole surviving vault dweller could also count. The turret would shoot back at her for its last reaction this turn, no extra dice, then that is a fail. And then her other shot, because she gets another shot, she'll fire at the other vault dweller, I guess, because she's on a kill spree, also needing 4 because he's protected by the banister. Nope, which is just as well because it probably would have killed him. So this is it, this is our only chance for a peaceful resolution. The sole survivor has moved up and now he's going to do a charisma check on the vault dweller up there to talk some sense into him, to stop hostilities and talk this through. Unfortunately, the sole survivor has a charisma stat of 3, and if this fails, we'll be going for that kill. That's almost as bad a fail as you could possibly get. He tried to talk some sense into him and accidentally made him even more aggravated and aggressive. So Pennyworth moved up and he's going to use the Mr. Handy Flamer. I'm not going to balance a red icon there, but it's more than enough that you can get him. So it's just a blue die in case he sets him on fire, and the skill check is E6. A fail with a quick action. What can he do with a quick action? Just to prepare, it's not going to matter. That means it's down to the free tech to try and finish him off. Well, this is incredibly unlikely, but the free tech has moved up and he's going to shoot his incendiary gun. If we don't get a double extra damage on the black die, I think it's impossible for him to, I don't even think he can kill him in 1 hit. Oh wait, no, they have 4 health. The security officers have 5. We'd need to get a double on this though. Let's see if it matters. It does not, sadly. Does the stars do anything? The stars do set him on fire, but it's not going to matter because it won't kill him. And he has to do a move action, but he's going to, obviously. That would have hit. Actually, no, it wouldn't. It needed a 3 because he can't shoot. So unfortunately, he failed. We get to the end of battle round 4. We would technically do the lightning storm. The lightning storm couldn't kill him either if he was selected as a target. So unfortunately, the vault does indeed open. The single surviving vault dweller flees inside, closes it behind him, self-destructs the turret because we're not allowed to keep that, and that is going to count as a failure, and hostilities with that vault are going to continue. So we did suffer our first loss there by the skin of our teeth, and hostilities are going to continue with this vault, who are going to continue trying to raid supply lines, I imagine. Of the 4 items we found, well, sorry, we brought the pipe wrench into battle, but we found the hunter's hunting rifle, mirelurk meat, and incendiary assault rifle. We can only retain 2 of these, and I think it's very obvious which 2 are being retained. We're going to be taking these 2 amazing guns with us, and we can only bring 1 into the next battle, but thanks to those lockers I purchased, we can still keep anything we don't bring back at New Hope, which is fantastic because these are really decent guns. So we got something out of it at least, and then now we're going to have to go roll for the quest you're going to vote on, so I need to go grab a D12. D12 in hand, our first quest, re-rolling duplicates obviously. We've had 4 before because I think that's the one we just did, so let's roll. So it's going to be 11 or 1. Okay, well that's easy to remember, all the ones. Quest 11 or Quest 1, let's go check what those are. Alright, your 2 choices are Quest 1, Who Let the Hounds Out, or Quest 11, The Stoic Guard. So let me know in the comments which one of those quests you would like to see. I usually end up filming these like a week after they're filmed, just for the record. I mean, you can still put a vote in after that if you want, but chances are it won't be applied because the next one will be filmed already. So just keep that in mind, and we'll see you next time for the continued adventures of the New Hope Settlement survivors. Until then, thanks for watching. Ta-ta for now.